Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Sagittarius. So guys, if you're Sagittarius or if you have it somewhere in your chart, this message may resonate, but take what you feel is for you, what resonates on a soul level, disregard the rest, my friends, and go about your days. But know that no matter what messages we receive through spirit, no matter what our guides have to say, no matter what cards we get, it's still up to how you integrate this. It's up to you, my friends. That's your Grassroots Evolution and your active free will and the choices that you make, the steps that you take to get whatever fulfillment it is that you'd like to see in your world. And to me, that's personal power, my friends. So for all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. You mean the world to me. And it's honestly awesome to have someone to watch these videos. And if you're new to my channel, if this resonates, please feel free and jump on the journey with me. Hit subscribe. Let me encounter your energy more often. It would be wonderful to have you along this ride. So I'm going to take a moment before we get started to ask Archangel Michael to jump in to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to just ask to be used for the clearest channel possible, for messages only for the highest good of those of us watching, as well as to be delivering messages in the clearest form as well. And I would suggest, if you are asking spirit, your guides, angels into your life, you ask the same, that the messages are straight up for your highest good and that it's in a way that you can understand. So before I go too far, I'm just going to say that this message could be picking up on a situation from now, something from the past, something from a past life, or something still about to trickle into your energy system as a heads up. So take it how it is for you, and again, if it's not for you, just toss it, my friends. So we're going to start off with a message from the postcard from Spirit Oracle for the sign of Sagittarius for, I almost said November. This is March 2020. Thank you. So we get two cards that I'm going to read. If I trigger you in some way throughout this reading, I ask you to be really open and vulnerable with your feelings. Why were they here? Why did Spirit bring this into your conscious awareness? How can you help use this information to move you forward with positive change in your life? You know, that is, again, our active free will and our personal power in this world. So we have two cards I'd like to show you. They're asking me to show you this first, which has two angels there, and it says, "You are magic." Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creation of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence, but the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your ideas of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flossomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect and human, simple or complex. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable, loving you like crazy. Remembering this comes from a real place of acceptance, that we accept ourselves in all our flossomeness. Nobody's perfect, and you don't have to be. It's about how we maneuver this earth and the lessons and the blessings and the experiences we have and how much we really enjoy ourselves, rather than focusing so much on how do we be perfect. Because that idea of perfectionism, it really does hold us from so much back, from what our potential could be, because we're too busy focusing on that this thing isn't good enough, rather than, well, if we just move forward, we would have been well past this point. You know, it's this idea of procrastination as well for not being good enough. Really allow that to fall away this month, and know that, like it says, the real treasure you uncover will be more interesting and valuable, rather than looking at what could be an ideal situation. Just see how it is and let things play out how they need to. And then we also have this one with this kind of cupidity guy sitting on top of love heart of flowers. And it says, "Dearest you, everything is in divine order." And now this is the second time that the universe has its perfect timing, right? And the universe says everything's in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it's too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw away any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. Then see them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. And this is true of so many things. When our first and foremost, the physical environment around us is messy or cluttered, it breeds a lot less clarity in our life and a little bit more stress. And those are the things that sometimes they may feel too daunting if we've let it get overwhelming. Taking time to write a list, do chore by chore, things that are going to make you feel better. Like they said, it loves a vacuum because, hey, you vacuum it up, it's still going to get messy in like a week, depending on how many kids you have, right? You're going to see more dust pile up, but it's removing the old dirt so that new dirt can show up. But this isn't necessarily about dirt. It's releasing the stuff that no longer serves us so that we can now fill it up with something good. It's kind of like if you leave the really old bird seed in the bird feeder, if nothing's touched it, nothing's going to touch it. If you empty that out and put new stuff in, they all flock to it. It's like this clarity and purging of the old to bring in new energy, as well as you think about a glass of water. Until we put more water into it, it's just going to flow out once it gets filled unless we get rid of that water. Sure, once it combines with the old water, it's going to probably change it up a little bit, but this is making sure that we're just doing this actively to remove the stuff that's not for us anymore so that we know we're going to get what's for us in this world. And that everything's in divine order, my friends. So take your time if you need to, but don't allow your idea of what should be and this idea of perfectionism to stop you from working towards your goals, my friends, because again, nobody's perfect. So I'm going to bring a message from the Unicorn, Magical Unicorns Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Wow, this fell off, so I'm going to show you brothers and sisters. So to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. And we are all brothers and sisters of the light. We are all part of this universe, and we are all our children of God, right? We all come from source. We all come from universe. Our soul is eternal, and when we view others as family, when we get along with them, when we see the love and the best within them, this is going to help us flourish. For some of you, this may be with your families, time to really establish new boundaries. This could be starting new energy as well, letting go of the past so that you can deepen the connection now, as well as some of you may want to lean into your brothers and sisters, lean into your family, your siblings, because they really are as well our first friends. So let's get some more information here, please, Spirit, for the sign of Sagittarius for March 2020, please. But I heard sibling rivalry as well here. So some of this stuff too, people like sibling rivalry, wanting to do better or outshine. In this case, there could have been not feeling not good enough at something. Like, let's say your brother's better at something than you are, so you're like, well, I'm not going to do that because that's their forte. And this is like, well, don't not do something because you feel someone else is better at it. It took more practice for them to do it. And we get teamwork here as well. Working together. Work with others to make this situation come about. So you could be also planning, it could be planning a party or a celebration, could be a family business or family endeavor. It could even just be a group endeavor here that, everyone sort of needs to work together. I keep wanting to show you because this picture's gorgeous. This cat putting the paw on the nose of the the unicorn, you know, working together, working in harmony. And this could even be a family structure or idea of what family is, because I feel like to clear and organize and let go of what is not serving you, there may be stuff from your childhood, from your family situation that you see is no longer serving love. It's not working together. It's not teamwork. So we're going to purge out this idea of what family is, because to me now family works together and we're all here to support each other. And this could even be like supporting your family, right? Supporting your brothers and sisters, and supporting your brothers and sisters of the light, supporting everybody around us as if they were our brother and sister. Not like in a as familiar maybe some people, but it would be I'm feeling like this is kind of like a churchy biblical idea of like love your brothers and sisters, right? I don't know. Now one more please, Spirit, before we move into the tarot for the sign of Sagittarius. One more card, please, Spirit, that would help benefit Sagittarius over the month of March 2020, please. As well as this, if you encounter this message after March or a different year, it still may resonate. Time is fluid, and sometimes, you know, if you see this later on, it still may be for you. Spirit has a funny way of putting things in our timelines when they're meant to be there. So, thank you. I felt like when I was picking this, there could be something that's kind of hush right now. Not wanting really to talk too much about it. Could be surprise parties as well, and celebration is now the second time I felt like this. So working together with everyone, not being afraid to put it together, because what if it doesn't work? What if it's not awesome? The thought and the meaning behind it would be just as important. And we get here forgive as well. So there could be forgiving grievances with brothers and sisters and families as well. But it's time to let go of anger or blame, right? And this is the first, usually as well, the first people we get angry at, the first people that we learn how to socialize with is our brothers and our sisters, our family. So in order for everybody to get together and to work together and to kind of function as a team, holding on to anger or blame in situations really isn't serving anybody. And this could be literally needing to let go of some anger or frustrations. If you've been working in a group or in a team as well, there could be anger or frustrations for certain people for it not working. If you're in school and you're doing group work as well, you know, it's really difficult when our grades depend on other people as well. So trying to work the best that you can with them and forgiving the anger and blame, because all it does when we hold on to that stuff for other people is kind of create a toxic poison within us, and it creates an energy where we're focusing on being angry or blaming them rather than living our life at large. So that's what that is. And I heard hush hush, like there may be, you're in a team, it could be work as well, where you're angry at someone but you don't feel that you can display it, or you don't feel that you can explain it, and it needs to be appropriately done here. So if you see this girl is just taking her unicorn to have some quiet time, just to release it, and she's by the water here as well. So even just getting yourself out, where here they're very turbulent waters, you know, working together and seeing the light in everyone to help them through their turbulent times. This water is very clear. So letting go of anything that you know is not serving your highest good, especially if it is with another. And they wanted me to show you the top, which was listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. So stand out. If you're in a team and this is a team situation, stand out. Be authentic and you. And if you don't agree with the way that the leadership of the team is going, if you don't agree with all of the ways that everyone's working together, or if you feel like there's an imbalance, speak your mind. Speak your true feelings and do it, trying to do this in a positive way that's not coming just with angry outbursts, but is again seeing the light in everyone, and that everyone's flawed, everyone's flawsome, everyone has their own stuff going on, you know, and sometimes it's important to check ourselves as well. But so this stuff could be decluttering as well. Decluttering the angers, decluttering the resentments, decluttering stuff that is blocking the team from working together as well. However that applies to you. So again, if it's not for you, it's not for you, my friends. I'm going to bring a message now from the Shadowscape Tarot and bring a little tarot wisdom. Thank you for the month of March. Robert Munch may be something. All three of these came out in the reverse. I am not going to read it in the reverse. I feel like the messages will come. So we have the Nine of Wands, which has been something that's been a hardship. Often the wounded warrior. In this particular card too is just constantly on guard. If you can see, that guy is up on top of his lion thing, and underneath him is like warrior's past. It could be himself as well, but just always feeling to be on the ready for fight, always looking out for conflict. You have the Queen of Wands here as well, who can be manipulating when it's in the reversed, right? Can be a little conniving as well in the ways as they go about it. And we have the Magician, and it was in the reverse as well. And somebody could be darker kind of energy, or goes about things differently than you may, or does this again with a more manipulative energy, trying to control outcomes rather than being open. And this would constantly kind of put you on the defensive. I wasn't going to read them as the reversals, but I guess that is really how it came out too. And then there's a lot of energy right over these cards. I'll show you a little bit, like when I put my hands over them, it's like this was some of the situation I was picking up on. So I'm going to ask Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more on, okay, we got the Fool too in reverse. Going for it. Moving forward, jumping. Could be jumping off ship, being like, well, you know what? I don't like the way that this is working. I've wanted to do something more, but I feel like I've been held back. So right now I'm going to branch out on my own. Could be one thing. Could be, rather than looking at this reverse, saying, well, it's been really difficult, but this person has been really nurturing their creative endeavor and wanting it to grow as well. And this could be you, right? However, but it's just felt like it's a constant battle, either battle between people, battle between Mercury retrograde, just finished up on, I think, the 10th, but of March, there's going to be a few weeks of shadow period. And I know myself, I went to upload the other day and I did 4, and every single upload had to go 2 to 3 times. And it was very, very Mercury retrograde, just as in delays and slowness. If you feel like you're constantly at battle with other people, it could be time to just either branch out on your own, or, you know what, take some time to listen to your true feelings, forgive the grievances that have gone past, and try and work things through. Because with this, wherever we pour our passion into, it creates magic, right? Wherever the song is that we're playing, when we put our music out into the world, we can't control how it is received by anyone as well. So I feel like this is, don't stop creating, because she is very creative as well. Not to stop creating, and to just instead go for it. Can you tell me about the Fool, please, before I let you guys go? Knight of Cups. Riding off into what brings you happiness. And there's a unicorn in this card as well. He is riding through turbulent waters, much like brothers and sisters, going after his heart's desires and moving forward. And they want me to read you the book for this one, so I'm going to do it. What I do feel like, though, is the Magician and the Fool. Major Arcana is here, universe as well, saying, hey, take that 0 step and make it happen, my friends. Because you won't know how it's going to work until you try, right? So going forward, let's see what the Knight of Cups has to say before I let you go, my friends. He follows his dreams. He lets his intuition guide him on his journey. If he remains honest and faithful, following his heart, he can one day taste that cup. So, again, you stay following your heart and focused on your dreams and focused on your true desires, someday you're going to get it. Someday you're going to get it, sorry. Someday you will taste from that cup. And this is also listening to your own inner feelings about the situations as well, so that you can taste that cup, so that you're not bogged down by anger or resentment and holding other people accountable for things. It's saying, nothing's going to stop me. Everything's right in this world. Use everything that happens as a lesson and let old grievances go, because you remain steadfast in your truth and working towards your goals, you're going to get it. So trying to release perfectionism and just jump. Go for it, my friends. Anyway, that's what I've got. I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely month. And I'm going to show you this card again. But you've got, see, teamwork, working together. Work with others to make the situation come about. So that's what I got, guys. Bye now.